Lost in all of the news and hubbub of the act of leftist domestic terrorism earlier this week was the testimony of Attorney General Jeff Sessions. The liberal violence against Republicans couldn't have come at a better time for the liberal media. The last thing they wanted to talk about was how AG Sessions manhandled congressional Democrats, exposing how unproductive and stupid this whole Trump-Russia witch hunt really is. The Attorney General absolutely laid to rest this entire political assassination attempt by Democrats of President Donald Trump.
Are you claiming executive privilege here today, sir?
I'm not claiming executive privilege because that's the president's power. When asked about whether I had had any meetings with the Russians by the reporter in March, we immediately recalled the conversation, the encounter I had at the convention and the meeting in my office and made that public.
That he was going to fire Comey regardless of recommendation because the problem was the Russian investigation.
Senator Feinstein, I guess I'll just have to let his words speak for himself. I'm not sure what was in his mind explicitly.
Mr. Comey said that there were matters with respect to the recusal that were problematic and he couldn't talk about them. What are they?
Why don't you tell me? There are none, Senator Wyden. There are none. I can tell you that for absolute certainty. I recuse myself from any investigation into the campaign for president, but I did not recuse myself from defending my honor against scurrilous and false allegations.
He beat back every single accusation and even turned a few arguments back on the accuser. His tone very well reflected the frustration and anger of the American people over this utter and complete farce. Rather than face the reality of having propped up and run a terrible candidate and horrible human being, and the reality of liberalism being totally rejected by the American people, the left has made up its collective mind that President Donald Trump is guilty of colluding with the Russians to hack the election. As a result, we're all having to suffer at the hands of the Democrats an endless parade of investigations in search of a crime. Attorney General Jeff Sessions was asked the same question about meeting with Russian officials 12 times during the hearing. If the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, in the case of the Democrats, their insanity is confirmed.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and donate at theraywarnershow.com.